The idea really came from, it started with Atul Gawande's book, The Checklist Manifesto. And I think the captivating idea in that we seized on was that sometimes the more complicated and complex things get, the more you really need to slow down and simplify and say, what are the most important things here?
We were really mesmerized by the idea that the healthcare industry or the airline industry could make use of a checklist. Those are pretty complex industries, and we thought, well, if those two industries can make use of a checklist, couldn't education also?
And what's interesting is in those environments, they found that this very simple idea of a checklist is really powerful. And what it does is it distills hundreds of research reports or all this information that come from, in the case of airline industries, from the National Transportation Safety Board, that gets translated into a checklist. So we thought we could do the same thing by condensing thousands of research reports into a few simple ideas that people need to be paying attention to.
So we started the conversation of what would a teacher checklist look like, and we didn't want it to be this mundane set of to-do lists. We wanted it to be a really thoughtful, as a teacher, no matter what initiatives, no matter what happens in my building, what do I really need to do every single day?
It started off initially, we didn't have 12 touchstones, we had something like 24 touchstones.
Managed to get that list down to 12, which was difficult for us because they all looked really important. And the framework started emerging of being demanding, being supportive, and being intentional. And we drew from some of our own research at McREL, but also the really good work of others. Carol Dweck comes to mind, John Medina's Brain Rules.
And also looking at the work of John Hattie, who's done a synthesis of 800 meta-analyses, trying to find the things that are most important. And so what we arrived at were the three big ideas of being demanding. We've known for a long time about the importance of setting high expectations. Being supportive. There's a lot of good, hard evidence that shows the importance of teacher soft skills too, and the softer side of teaching. And then also being really intentional, knowing what you want to do in the classroom, and not just what you're doing, but also why it's important and what matters for kids.